Welcome back, virtual reality and sim racing fans, to the Gamer Muscle YouTube channel. We are jumping back into Assetto Corsa for a rather fine and dandy, sunny race in the Lotus Exos 6-lap sprint race on a public server. There's 3 minutes 34 left in qualifying. That's more than enough time to just admire the cockpit of the car, and then we'll start from the back of the grid and see if we can avoid getting completely destroyed. Though, you know how it is, we probably will get destroyed. Though the last 3 races we've actually survived without death, so maybe that's a sign that we're actually good at surviving the starts of races, or we're long overdue a vehicle in the face. First of all, let's admire the cockpit of this Lotus Exos, the rich man's Formula 1 car. I think it was something like £700,000 or something round about there to be able to drive this car. You basically phone up Lotus. You pay your money first. You phone them up then and you say, I'm going to be at this track. Could you please send 5 guys and the race car to the circuit and let me drive my car? I think that's pretty much how it works with this car. I say car very loosely. This Formula vehicle. Needless to say, I doubt we're ever going to drive this in real life. So it's nice to have it in the simulator. You can see we've got absolutely ginormous Michelin tyres there, and they look like proper Formula vehicle tyres. Although, strangely, I think it's just the shadow. It looks like we've got one wet tyre and one slick tyre. I think it is. It's just the shadow from the grate above us. That's visual trickery going on there. But let's see how much fuel do we need for the race. We're just going to run complete defaults here. Let me double check the recording is going. Yes, it is going. We're going to run defaults and just go with the flow. Don't know how much fuel we need either. But this looks absolutely awesome. We're at Spa. I've got the graphics turned up moderately high. We've got medium track details, medium shadow details. Now, I find in VR, though you probably see it in the video. I'm not sure how clear it is, but one of the things in VR you really want is the shadows as high as possible, which is unfortunate because shadows normally take up quite a lot of processing power. But the reason you want them high in VR is that if you don't put them on high, you tend to get a lot of shimmering, and in 2D it's not that noticeable, but in VR, because you're moving your head around a lot, having shadows not that detailed is really noticeable and quite irritating. You get sort of an aliasing effect from the shadows shimmering. But in AC, put them on medium, and though they don't look too amazing in the pits here, when you're actually on track and you're moving along at a good rate of knots, they look pretty decent. So, how long we got? 56 seconds. I might as well do a little tootle. Before we get going, we need to turn the force feedback down a touch. We've not driven this car since we reinstalled. For those of you curious, look at the steering wheel. It's got a really nice blue finish to the... I took my hand off it in real life as if that's going to affect it in game. Really nice blue finish to the bit that you actually hold on to. We are using the TSPC Racer force feedback wheel. I put a link to the TSPC Racer and the T300, which in my opinion the T300 is the best force feedback wheel you can get in terms of value for money at this point in time. So I put a link to that in the video description. As an Amazon link if you want to check that out. But we're using the TSPC Racer. We've got the PT1 pedals here, and we're on the Simatic K2 cockpit, which is also absolutely fantastic and really good value for money if you were looking for a sim rig. Oh my god, this car is fast. We were just driving the Porsche 911 RSR. This feels like I've just put everything in fast forwards. Formula cars though, awesome, absolutely incredible in VR, because you could just see the environment whizzing past you and your wheels rotating. They're alternating between rotating forwards and backwards as they synchronise and desynchronise with the frame rate of the headset. Now I am sat a little bit high, but you know, sometimes it's alright to make it a little bit unrealistic. The height I'm sat at makes it line the hands in game line up with my real world steering wheel, so it feels a little bit better that way. But obviously if I wanted to be super realistic, I'd be sat more like this. And I'd also put the Formula rim on my TSPC Racer, which I haven't done. because I'm being super lazy and we're just jumping from car to car at the moment. Overtime, get ready for the race start. This is so fast. I need to just do a quick brake into this corner. We're clipping our force feedback here. Okay, I think we can be pretty heavy on the brakes before locking up. Put it on 70, see what we get from that. The acceleration. Oh, okay, there we go. Whoa! He was trying to kill us, but he missed us. So as I was saying as well in the previous video, the one nice thing with the PT1 pedals is once you've felt out where the brake point is for, well, not the brake point, the locking up pressure on the brake, once you've felt it out, it's quite easy to remember to then replicate. I think we can go for the slick softs. It's only a 6-lap race if I was paying attention. Yeah, 6 laps. So slick softs should be fine. I think the super slicks can only really do 3 laps, 3 or 4 laps. So 1 up, and we should have enough tyre left on the wheel to allow us to complete this race. And we've not really qualified, so we're going to start off in 7th out of I think it's 15 people out of 13. 7th out of 13th. This could be interesting. I'm just going to turn the fuel up to 45 just to be safe, but I doubt we need that much. Really nice sunshine. Server admins watching this video, pay attention. Please make sure you set the sky and weather to sunshine, because those of us in the UK don't get to see this wonderful blue sky, and it's just a lot nicer to chill out in your sim rig with nice weather. Especially in VR, you genuinely feel like you sat outside in the sunshine as opposed to sat outside under a rain cloud. The tarmac here, you can see we've got these lines across there at Spa. Okay. Do a bit of the truffle shuffle. Here we go. Lights on the screen. Adjust your headsets. Make sure you're all comfy, because you're not going to be able to adjust it too much once you get going. And on your marks, get set. Go, go, go. We've got a good start there. Just whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just checking my mirrors to make sure I'm safe. I'm going to lift a little bit here. The thing is, it's like you've got to watch out for the cars in front. Oh, as well as the cars behind you, and we've survived it. Everyone else is dead. Fantastic. We found ourselves in 2nd place. I don't know what's going on here. Definitely, we've accidentally pointed our sim rig towards Mecca or something, because we're surviving everything at the moment. It's because I'm not live streaming. The moment you live stream, everything breaks. You record videos, you normally things can go quite well for you. Okay, now let's try and remember that this is a Formula vehicle, which means we can absolutely hammer the gears, absolutely hammer the brakes, but not hammer the accelerator so much. This is glued. I was driving the BMW GT2 car around here earlier today, and this, although that's pretty stuck to the track for the type of vehicle it is, nowhere near compared to this, and at the speeds that this car's getting. It looks gorgeous. Car in front, just nicely dancing around. Absolutely spectacular, whizzing through the countryside. Just clip the curb in. A little bit of rumble. Watch out on the accelerator through here, because otherwise the back end can come out. Absolutely fantastic. We've got DRS, and I haven't banned the DRS button. What use is DRS if you haven't banned the button? I have to blame the pit there, the mechanics in the pit. That's a team issue, nothing to do with me. Oh, you can really see the hill of Eau Rouge looming towards you as you come down the pit lane, the old start-finish line, old pit lane. We don't seem to have our gear ratio set up too good. Let's brake at the curb in here. Shuffle the car through a bit more. Try and get a bit more speed through here. Apologies for those of you that can drive this car and are wondering why I'm going so slow. I have to retune my brain into Formula Car mode after driving Porsches and GT cars for so long. And the aerial atom recently. The aerial atom mod's really good actually. If you guys haven't seen that, I put a video up about it. It was released yesterday. Well, that didn't make any sense if you're watching this video. not whilst I'm making it. It was released recently. I'll assume you're watching this video soon after I've uploaded it. And that's a really good mod, aerial atom mod for Assetto Corsa. If you just Google it, you'll probably be able to find it. Free to download. Really fun car to drive, especially in virtual reality. This feels so good. Just zooming along, we're so close to the ground, you get a fantastic sense of speed because the tarmac, you see all the little grooves and texture details that Kunos have put into the road surface, and all the little tire marks and everything. It just really helps give a sense of speed where you might not really be able to see it that clearly in the GT cars. Go on the throttle we go. You got a much better exit. Not sure if we're worth going into first gear around there, but this feels amazing. And this is one of the things someone was saying before. You took your monitor off your rig, fully committed to VR, but the problem with VR, it's not perfect. The resolution isn't amazing, and you've got to put a stupid box on your head. But the problem is, you can't go back to screens once you've got used to it, because screens just don't feel right. Unless you've got some 42-inch triple screen setup and everything else all set up around it, screens are just dull. They don't give you the same sensation. It's like having a curry with no spice in it, sim racing on screens. We've got a back marker here. He might hold up KYO, who's in front of us. No. Oh dear. It's going to hold me up. Bloody hell. You don't want to be approaching a Formula vehicle at a difference of 80 or so miles an hour. That was close. Spa as a circuit as well, I think, flows for Formula vehicles. I mean, if you've got faster GT cars and some of the older vehicles, it does as well. But when you get to slower cars, I don't think Spa particularly works too well. It loses its rhythm. It's definitely a circuit suited to Formula vehicles, I think. Oh dear, we can brake a lot later than that. We're so slow. Watch out, the AstroTurf's a little bit slippy. Look at that, the forest in the distance, and they've got a little bit of environmental haze. Sort of fog haze going on, which really gives you a nice feel, atmosphere to the game world. You can see it into the distance there. Strangely, a lot of driving simulators didn't do that for a long time. I remember Need for Speed Shift actually was one of the first games that really did it well. Slightly Mad Studios, or I don't know if they were Slightly Mad Studios when they did Shift. Maybe it was, or maybe they might have been operating under a different name. But one of the things they were really good at, I don't know if it's their graphics programmer or the environmental artist, but they always were good at doing astute graphical details. But now, of course, you get these things in most of the simulators. So the sim racing audience is starting to demand photoreal graphics in everything, or as close as possible. See, we're moving away from the days of really bad graphics in driving simulators. Who knows, maybe one day there'll be no more arguments on comment sections about a sim being more or less realistic because of its visuals. In 5-10 years time, everyone will probably be using Unreal Engine, so it'll all be in there. I'm braking too early for that. Lap 5 of 6. I mean, it sounds strange, but this is really, really relaxing. I feel like I'm getting a suntan, which is calming me down. I'm getting my vitamin D, virtually. But just zooming through the countryside, seeing all the trees and everything. Really, really nice. Could just fall asleep driving this. Oh, there's a car off. Where's he going? Where's he going? Yeah, our braking is horrendous. You can absolutely smash the brake on this car. And I'm not. Oh, God. I locked up then. Maybe you can't smash it up that much. Smash the brake, not the car in front. I just totally took him out. Apologies there if you're watching this video. He broke too early. His fault, not mine. That was totally my fault though. You can't excuse, even if the car in front brakes too early, you can't use that as an excuse for you ramming them off the circuit. You know, if you're behind, it's up to you not to fly into the car in front. Even if they are a back marker. No, he was a back marker. He should have been off the track. Get out of the way. Guys, just get out of the way, blue flag. There we go. Yeah, I'd have to feel guilty. It was a back marker, so actually it was his fault. I'm going to defend this badly. Then we cut back across him, do you think? Oh, look at that car model. Drift into there. Take the position back. Not bad. Leaders on the final lap. I think that's... I know, we're just beginning the final lap now. Really nice having the Formula vehicles side by side. You can really appreciate the shape of the cars and how much they're sticking to the road. Much more in a driving simulator in virtual reality than you could ever hope to just watching it on TV or, you know, looking at images. I think we want to be in 5th gear because our gear ratios are totally messed up. Of course, driving the real thing would be the ultimate way to appreciate it, but as I say, we don't have the £700,000 or so it costs to get this car to a circuit. Just look at them, absolutely beautiful. I love how the fully exposed, naked racing slick tyres. It's like the beauty of 4 naked women, only at 150 miles an hour on tarmac. Gabriel Muscle has lost the plot. Okay, I think we're going to finish off in 2nd place, it appears. We've got flags floating around all over the screen. But I love this car, especially with these PT1 pedals. I think this car might be really tricky if you don't have nice pedals with a good sort of dampened brake on them. But anything above sort of G25 pedals or above, modded G25, modded T500 pedals, I think this car's pretty sweet. The Formula vehicles, you really do notice driving them if you've got your brake pedals really do affect the quality of the drive of these vehicles. Absolutely superb. Lotus Exos, amazing. Race over, 3rd place. Oh no, that guy overtook us was actually in. He was actually racing for position. Total failure on our part there. There's no driver name now. I was going to check whose vehicle this belongs to, who was stolen it off. But thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. Don't forget to check out the rest of the videos on our channel. More sim racing and virtual reality content, as always. Subscribe, like, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Until then, goodbye.